So let's see, it's 10 after 8. Welcome everybody. Thank you for coming in, chiming in on Valuation Wednesdays. Using a different laptop this evening. My other laptop was working perfectly today. Everything was fine. And then lately, when I was trying to do some work on the MLS, the CRMLS matrix, it wasn't working. It wasn't working for some reason. So I have a backup. The laptop I'm using right now is for my appraisal work. I haven't used it in a while, but because the appraisal has been pretty slow. But I broke it out today, and it's this is my backup laptop. Works fine, brand new laptop, but I don't usually use it for my real estate biz. I always keep my stuff separate.
Renee,
Yes.
I read some blogs, some appraisal blogs about that. The new thing you told us about with the agents doing the work.
Oh yeah,
Oh my God, boy, they ripped agents like.
Oh yeah.
I was like, oh my God, like no respect whatsoever. They dogged us.
Oh well, I don't. Well, okay, yeah, maybe in a sense.
I understand why. I mean, you know.
Yeah, I kind of, well, I know both sides, but you got to remember these appraisers just know one side. I know both.
Yeah.
So I don't rip either side, I don't rip. I mean, I have tons of realtor friends, all you guys. I'm a realtor, I'm a real estate broker myself. So I can't say anything, but I'm also an appraiser too. So I feel their pain. Also, right. It's not realtor's fault, it's not DRE's fault, it's Fannie Mae's fault. So if anybody's kind of wondering what we're talking about, that's new to this group, and this is just a sidebar, I wasn't thinking about going over this today. I'm just going to go real fast, but Fannie Mae is looking into, well, they've already decided as of March 1st, to kind of making appraisal not a requirement anymore for loans, for sales transactions or loans in general. So kind of eliminating the appraiser and substituting them. It's called valuation modernization. That's something that just came up this year, March 1st, 2023. If you go to the Fannie Mae website, you'll see it there. And so they're kind of eliminating a whole industry basically, and putting it in what we're calling the PDCs, property data collectors. Property data collectors. These are agents, individuals that are going to go in, take photos, measure, do all the stuff that an appraiser does, but it's not going to be an appraiser. Okay. And this is going to be starting very soon. And right now, a lot of times appraisals as it is right now are getting waived. I spoke to my lender today and he said, oh yeah, we've done a lot of loans where just the appraisal is waived in general, So they're going to be using these PDCs, property data collectors, which are going to be realtors, former appraisers, appraisers still in the business, that are going to be doing the inspections and using automated valuation models as their valuator and getting values via the AVMs, right? And they're going to put the AVM and all this data collection together and make loan decisions based on that without the appraiser. So that's coming down the road, guys. For the people that weren't here last week, we went out into a whole thing last Wednesday. It was a whole thing from Fannie Mae. So one of these days, instead of meeting an appraiser out there, you're going to be meeting one of these property data collectors. And I don't know about you, we're going to go over a property today. I had a Canva and an agenda, but that's on my other laptop, but I'm going to just tell you what we're going to be doing today. And I'm going to show you how an AVM not going to work on some of these properties, especially the one that I'm going to show you tonight. Okay. So any questions on that? This is something that you're going to see. It's happened. It's going to happen. I'm telling you right now, it's happening. It's going to happen. Talk to Misty while she read up on it. Listen to some blogs. If you can YouTube it, it's going to happen. It's down the road. It's just a matter of time. All right. And it's supposed to save people money, time, and it's supposed to have more accuracy.
Hey, Renee, did you get a chance to email those articles last weekend? I didn't.
Oh, you know what? I did not. I will definitely send those out. That awesome. Article, the Fannie Mae article.
That was awesome, man. Absolutely.
Yeah, the Fannie Mae article. I will be sending it out to you guys. Okay, who's ever on this on tonight, I will send it out so you can see it. I'm not just making this stuff up. I wouldn't do that. And just to let you know, if you're new to this on Wednesday night, we talk about valuation, but I talk about a whole different array of different things, to tell you the truth. We talk about CMAs, anything that's coming up, like this in appraisal or anything in the industry. Like tonight, I'm going to show you something changes, another change tonight. We're going to see some more change. If you're a person who loves change, well, this is a year of change. A lot of things are changing in the industry, in real estate, with AI and AVMs and different things like that. The industry is changing, right? Things are, I know a lot of, lenders, they're changing, different loan programs out there. So, and the evaluation, definitely the evaluation industry is changing too. So I'm going to send that out to you guys too. So like I mentioned earlier, one of these days you might not be meeting an appraiser. You're going to be meeting one of these production PDCs out there at your properties. And so just be aware, but it will be coming. So can everybody see my screen? Yes?
I can, yes, sir.
Okay, good. Does anybody have any questions on this valuation modernization thing? Once you get the document, you can read it, and it's pretty much eliminating the appraiser. And but technology, but sometimes just having a person's eyeballs on a property, and every property is different. It makes all the difference. So we will see how that goes. Okay. So good evening, everybody. First off, this is being recorded. Okay. So watch what you guys say. Watch your language. I'm going to try to watch mine also. But for the people that don't know me, and since we're video, this is all recorded. My name is Renee Oliva. I am a broker associate with eXp Realty. Oh, just got certified as a certified mentor with eXp Realty. That was just something new that I just got certified as just within a week or two. So hopefully one of these days I'll be getting a mentee eventually, or mentees. So I just got that with eXp. I'm also a certified residential appraiser. Many years of appraising in the financial industries and as an independent. And so just wanted to let you know on that. So that's kind of my real quick background on this. Real disclaimer that I got to make, because since I am an appraiser and a broker, all the valuations I do tonight is as I'm doing them as a broker associate with eXp Realty. Okay. Even though I do have a background in appraisal. So what we're going to do here today, and I know we are on the MLS all the time, right? All the time. We're going on to the MLS all the time. And do you see my screen? Yes, you guys see my screen? And does your dashboard look like this? Similar or very similar to it?
Yeah.
That's changing.
What?
It's going to change. So welcome to the world of the year of change. It's going to change, and it's going to change very soon. I know I just learned this, Renee. I just learned how to maneuver, how to get through the. It's not that bad of a change, to tell you the truth. It's a very good change. This one is a good change. So you have all your apps up here. We've been through a lot of these apps already, and then the resources right here in the middle, and and then it's kind of, yours is probably set up very similar to this, okay? But it's going to change across the board. I'm in Citrus Valley. I don't know what boards you guys are in, but it's going to change, and you're going to be like, where is everything? But it's not that bad. It's really not that bad, but it will change for sure. So as you see here, as you scroll down, there's a new icon here. It's called RE Center Hub. It used to be called Listing Toolbox. But this, you click on it. You got to wait for the little Pac-Man to eat his power pills there. So this is what it's going to look like. This is what your dashboard is going to look like. Coming up very, very soon. It's going to happen. It's going to happen. The reason why they changed it, because this is cloud-based. This is cloud-based. The other one was not cloud-based, right? This is cloud-based. So if it's cloud-based, you're going to be able to see it on your laptop. There's going to be an app for it, and you can use it on your tablet. Okay, so it's all going to work all, very well. So I like the idea that we're going to have an app for this, because we never really had an app that, that for the dashboard on the old MLS system. Another reason why they're changing this is that they can change this faster, quicker, and immediate, right? Versus the other one, it took a while to make any type of changes on that dashboard. So this is going to be the new look of your dashboard, all right? And I'm going to go, and it's very customized. You can customize this. And so I think it's a good change, but I'm just introducing it to you today because we're always on the MLS, right? I mean, I don't know about you, but I'm always on the MLS, searching and, helping you guys out, doing property valuations and just everything that we do. So knowing the dashboard is apparent and needs to be, at least when you see it one of these days, and it's like this, you're going to be like, what happened, right? But for now, this is a soft launch, by the way. This is a soft launch by CRMLS. So, so you're going to have access to the old one, but eventually it's going to go to this, okay? So what they're doing, so I'm going to go over this real quick. And I'm going to start from the top and I'm going to move my way down. It's pretty basic. It's pretty easy. On the left-hand side, we have all our different things like member office settings, product settings, all these different trainings and things like that. Our broker links, our compliances, our education, all these quick links, right? You just click into these real fast and whatever you're looking for. They're going to add more links to this, by the way, more hubs, they call them, more hubs here. And that's going to have compliance hubs. There's going to be all different types of different hubs. So this is going to be filled with a lot of information, okay? So that's a good thing. We're going to have more information at our fingertips on our dashboard, right? Which our other one was a little bit old, a little bit dated, a little bit, that dashboard has been like that for years and years and years. So if you've been in the industry, okay? So we're gonna go up here real quick to settings. And there's some default settings here, some market statistics, some applications, some articles. If you want to change the way this looks, you can do that here. You can do that. Or if you don't want something, like let's say, I don't want the market statistics. And I'll show you what this is. I'll go back to this. This is the market statistics right here. And these are your apps. And this is all your different articles. You get articles all the time and you just click through it. And there's articles here and they're just different articles that you're going to get. Okay. But you can change it. Let's say, hey, I don't want that. I don't want this thing here. Okay. I don't want that. And I'll explain what that is. I want to get rid of it. All I have to do is click on this little eyeball and it takes it away. And then you click it back and they'll put it back on, right? So you can set this any way you'd like, way you want. And plus, if you click and drag, you can, let's say I want the articles up front, up top instead. I want to see articles first. So it's very, you just do it the way you want to do it. Oh, I want the apps first. I like the apps first, to tell you the truth, because I'm into it the majority, but the way it's set up. So it's really easy. You can customize it really, really easy. And like I said, there's a little eyeball here. You click off of it, you can't see it anymore. You click back on it, then you can see it, okay? So that's really good. I like that. I totally like that. You can, the other one we had, whatever we had, right? Pretty much. Secondly, you can customize the way it looks, like on your phone, on your iPhone, right? You can have that bright and the brightness white, or you can have the black background, or you can have a different other backgrounds, right? Well, same thing here. Same thing here. And I'll let you, I'm gonna show you this. There's this the light background. And let's say, I don't like the light, it's too bright. For me, this is too bright. Or you can go dark. I don't know if you like this. This to me is a little dark. Does everybody see this? Yes?
We can see
Yep.
it.
Yeah, but
Yes.
I don't like this. I don't know about you, but I don't like this too much. But that's up to, and then you click on this little dial again here, change theme. This is the one I like. This is the one I like. It's called high contrast. This is not bad. This is actually good looking. This is the way my phone kind of looks. I have the black background on my on my iPhone. So I'm kind of used to this scene. So that's neat. I mean, it's all customizable. You can customize it to look whatever way you want to, okay? But for this a little
Right.
demonstration, I'm gonna just keep it on the white because it's easier for you guys to see, okay? So real quick, so I talked about this stuff on the left here. You can click into all these product settings and different things, at your leisure. And we can check, can do whatever you need to here. The analytics here, the statistics, this is gonna change. Right now, this is just average days on the market, new, average days on the market 30 to 60, all this stuff. But this is for all of California, all of California. That's why the numbers are so high, right? So this is for all of California. However, this is going to change. This is definitely going to change, okay, guys? So you can customize it to whatever area you're in. I'm in West Covina. I'll probably change it to West Covina. I don't know if you're going to be able to do multiple cities or multiple areas, but you'll have this on your dashboard, whatever cities you're at or mostly into. So you don't have to go searching for it real fast. It's going to be right there on your dashboard. Volume, DOM, there's all these different analytics, right? So, but these analytics for right now are just for the entire state of California, okay? But that will too change. So if you click on here on this plus sign, again, you can either eliminate them by clicking on these little eyeballs here, and it takes it out, or click back on it, puts it back in, and then you can change this, where they're at, right? What you want to do, what you want to see first. You can click and drag these and just customize it the way you like, right? So that's cool. I mean, we might not need all these statistics, right? But there's some that you might want to see on a daily basis, right? I don't know about you if people look at hot sheets and things like that. In this app right here, this MLS Touch, there's hot sheets. I don't know if you know what a hot sheet is. If you're new to this industry, it's a daily thing, or it shows you what's closed, what's pending, what's upcoming, open houses. It tells you all kinds of different things. So that's a hot sheet, and you get one of those daily. And you can search by different areas, right? So I use my hot sheet with this app, and we went over this before in one of my trainings, this MLS Touch. It's a really useful app. Very useful. These two apps are awesome right here. These two right here. So that's kind of, something you want to do. If you're into this business, you're on top of stuff, so you know exactly what your market's going through. And then if you click into here, change the view, you can change the view here. You can, make it a little smaller. You can make it a little bit bigger, things like that. So as of it is right now, it's just California in general. So I don't need all of California, to tell you the truth. I don't need all that information, but that's what it is right now. So any questions so far? Any questions? I think I like this. So it's very customizable. You can customize it to what you're liking. Any questions so far?
Yeah, do you know how to change it so that it focuses on an area that you want? Or that
They don't have that yet.
Oh, okay.
It's coming. It's coming.
Okay.
So real quick, since I told you this is a soft launch. Since it's a soft launch, they want everybody's input on this thing, okay? They want everybody's input on this. And I'm gonna, wait 1 second. If this is, there's supposed to be a letter here. Welcome to Center Hub. They want your input. They definitely want your input on this stuff. And I think it's, I'm gonna get to this in just a bit, but let's go back and let's go back up here. So these are the apps, but no, for right now, it's just California, but they will be changing this statistics pretty soon, okay? So these are all your apps. These are all your apps. There's your CRMLS app, there's, you know, this RPR, all these different apps that you guys use, Cloud CMAs, InfoSparks. Remember we went through InfoSparks? All your apps, all your different apps. So you can customize this too, right? You can make it bigger. For us, with that, the eyes are a little going a little bit. You have bigger apps that look a little bit bigger. Or you can use the small one. That's fine too. Or you can add or delete some apps. Okay. Let's say, hey, I don't like some of these. See these little stars right here? If you want one of these apps on, all you do is click on the star and it adds it to there. It adds it to your apps. If not, click again and take that star off. And that will add it to your apps up on your dashboard. You got all this stuff right here. If you don't want it, click on it. And but if you want it, the star will highlight the star and it will put it on your little app screen right there, right here. It'll put it right here. So you can pick and choose what you want. You can also pick it. You can also, again, glide these also. I want this one up here, you know, click and drag. So it's very customizable, right? Like the other one wasn't at all, right? But you can add, you know, like CRMLS, I'm always on it. All these, I'm always on these. So these are the first ones I'm going to put there, right? So I like that. I really like that. That's good for me. Instead of searching and trying to find stuff, you know, on the other one, this is right there. It's right there, ready to go. If you don't want to see these things, you can, it's right here. Just click on it. Mark it. If you don't want to see any of this stuff, just make it like that. Let's say I don't want to see any of that, or just click it again and you can see all the stuff. You can see everything, right? So those are some things that I really like on this. Any questions? And then the last thing is the articles. The articles, they're updated. They're going to be updated all the time. They're going to have different articles, different things, different trainings, all the information that you're going to need, right? It's going to be here. There's going to be different articles all the time. Okay. You might have more articles. Every board, like I have minimal. So Citrus Valley, we don't have that many articles. But I think some boards like Downey, they have a lot of articles. Whoever's in the Downey board, you guys probably have a lot of articles right now. So this is all dependent on your boards, how much information is going to be input into these dashboards, okay? So Citrus Valley right now, we don't have that much. That's what I'm part of the Citrus Valley Association of Realtors here in West Covina area, right? So, so that's pretty nice. That's pretty nice here. So the one I want you to, this one here is, I think it's welcome to the Real Estate Center Hub. So what you want to do here is click on more. Oops, wrong one. You want to click on more. And it tells you, there's another one. I'm sorry, it's not this one. I don't have it. I don't think I have it, but it's one of you might have it. It's a survey. Does anybody, oh, if you're not into it, but if you go into it, some of you guys might have a survey. I don't have it on mine, but there's an article that has a survey. And what you're going to do is fill out that survey, because that's how you're going to, go through this first, see how you like it, and then click on that survey. And then with that survey, you can ask for changes or some things that you would like to see. Or, like that, like what Misty just said, oh, can I put other areas, or can I put multiple areas? Instead of West Covina, can I put West Covina, Covina, and, some other, city? So I have, instead of one or two, can I have multiple areas that I want to see the days on market, blah, 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 blah. Can I do that too? So fill out that survey and click into it and just ask for any of the change. Right now, they're looking for anybody's what their ideas are, or any input, because they want to make this very user friendly. And so this is the time right now, when it's just rolled out, to ask for whatever you want to see on these dashboards. Okay, So, so that's a good thing. So, but I don't have this on there because like I said, all these dashboards are different depending on your location and what board you're on. So instead of scrolling like this, let's say, I don't want to scroll like this, this is kind of crazy. I don't like this scrolling stuff. So all I have to do is go up here and click this right here where it says manage articles. And see, all I have is 4. See, some people will have like 10 or 12 here, but but they've only put they only put 4 for me, right? For us, for Citrus Valley. So I think they said you could click and move those, but apparently not. So you can highlight these to make them your favorites. See if you put a little star there that you can make them your favorites or whatever. So that's kind of if you want to see them in this instead of scrolling through, which I like that better than scrolling through all these things. Maybe that's one of the things that you could say maybe scrolling isn't the greatest idea, but it just all depends what you like. Okay. So that's the change, guys. So I think that's not too bad. I don't think that's a huge change. It's very customizable. What do you guys think? Anybody?
I think
Anyone?
it's great. It's great that they are making it user friendly and customizable, and then they want
Right.
to
Yeah, and want your
input.
input. They want your input
Right.
too. So, but it's not really going to change your life in any way, really, to tell you the truth. It just makes it a little bit more convenient, and lets you see things the way you want to see them instead of the way they want to see them, right? And hopefully they're going to make these changes. What they said, they're going to make them quickly. So I want to see that too. I'd like to see that also, right? So that's a thing that I'd like to see also. So I think overall this change isn't bad, but it's just something like all change, right? I know people don't like change. I don't mind change myself. I don't, as a matter of fact, it keeps you going, it keeps you thinking, it keeps you on your toes when you have change, right? It just keeps you ready. But this is not a bad change. That valuation modernization thing, that's a change I don't like, right? But and I don't think a lot of people are going to like it either down the road. So, but this change I do like, so that's not bad at all.
Your screen looks different from mine.
Yeah, they're all going to look different, by the way.
I like.
Yeah, they're all going to look different. All right. Plus, like I said, you can put them, you can put the statistics down here and put this up there. You can change all this all around, right? Like I said up here, if I click on the settings here and I want articles up top, right? See, now my articles are up on top, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you can do it whatever way you want to do it, And there's another spot down here below the very bottom. It's like a customized thing. But that's for each board is going to have different, they're going to put their board members down here and all types of different information and stuff, but it just all depends on what board that you're with, right? But this is coming too, just to let you know. So don't be afraid. It's nothing major. It's just a different way to look at things, right? So I like it. I think it's good. And hopefully it's not too bad of a change, to tell you the truth. So any questions, comments, concerns?
Hey, Renee, did you set it up like mine is looking really big? Did you set yours up to look smaller and spread out like that?
What do you mean? Which section looks big?
Oh, on my screen, everything is big.
Like
this section right here takes up a quarter of the computer.
What, this article part?
No, this part right here, where your home member, all of that.
This?
Yeah, this gray part where I'm.
Oh,
you
wow.
can't see me. Never mind.
You can make it smaller. You can go like this. See right here where it says change view. You can make it smaller.
I gotta play with this.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can make it smaller. But yeah, like I said, all of these are going to look different. because they're all from different boards. Different, but the same. Different,
Yeah.
but the same, right? And some of them are going to have more information and some of them are going to have not as much. Okay. Like, I don't have that much, but there's others that have a lot more articles. So just to let you, but it's coming. I mean, all this is going to get filled up and it's going to look a whole different. This is in another few months, this whole thing is going to look different. It's going to look different. All right. But I like to tell you guys these things. So I don't want you to get shocked with change, right? I want you like, oh, Renee talked about that the other day. Yeah. Oh, Renee talked about those PDCs the other day. You know, property data collectors. Oh, Renee talked about that, you know, a few weeks ago too. So at least you know you're on top of it. And that's the thing with being in this industry. You got to be on top of it. You got to be on, you know, you got to be. Oh yeah, I heard of that. I know what that's all about. You know, I understand. I'm not too, you know, totally know everything about it, but yeah, I've heard of that. Yeah. So you want to be on top of that. You want people to come to you if they have questions or concerns about real estate or anything concerning real estate, or, you know, you want to be the person, right? You want to be the person that knows a good plumber. You want to be the person who knows a good contractor. You want to know the person who needs a good electrician, a good tree guy, right? A guy that trims trees, and the handyman. Oh God, you want to be the guy that knows the best handyman, right? That's my dogs, by the way. That's the person that you want to be in this industry. You want to be the go-to guy, right? So, and those are my dogs. Sorry guys. They're behind me protecting the house. So, so any questions? So we're gonna move on. We are going to move on. Going back to the old school right here. Old school. So now I'm going to click into MLS. And tonight, we're going to go through a property that was brought to my attention the other day by one agent. And it's a high dollar. It's a luxury home. It's a luxury home, right? And I'm going to go to it real quick. And this is and I'm going to give you a little background on it. But this is the house that we're looking at. Results. It's this house. This is the house we're looking at.
Nice.
It's a luxury home in the city of San Dimas. You like this house?
Need some updating, but yes, I'll take it.
You'll take it?
Mhm.
You'll take it. It's a nice house. It's a luxury home in the city of San Dimas. All right. It's a really nice home. Very nice. In an estate area, right? It's in an estate area. So 728 South Walnut Avenue. We're going to go to the real. Oh, I don't need to do that. I can just go here. You know, you can click on here, the parcel number, and it'll go right to the realist information, right? So you don't have to go back and forth, right? So here's the real estate. It has 4 bedrooms, 4 baths. That listing was a listing back in 2012. Those are old pictures. And this property at that time sold for 1.315 million. It's 4,836 square feet, located on over an acre, 46,750. By the way, an acre is 43,560, by the way. 43,560. You can write that down. That's an acre in square feet. So if anybody asks, how many square feet are in an acre? 43,560. Boom. Year built is 1987, and it's, of course, is a single family home, right? So here, real quick, the square footage. There's 2 square footages. 2 square footages. One is 4626, and then the MLS is 4826. So what do I do with that, Renee? What do I do when there's 2? Because we see this a lot, where there's tax says 1, the public record says 1 square footage, but MLS says 4830, which is 200 square feet bigger. Well, there could be an enclosed patio, or there could be a sunroom, or there could be something, maybe a guest quarter in the back, and they're adding that to the square footage of the house. But that's not part of the house, right? So we're not going to use that. So if I ever have questions about square footage, I'm going to use the public records square footage, right? The 4626. Because I don't know what that extra 200 square feet is. I don't know if it's permitted. I don't know anything about it. I know that public records 4626 is all permitted and legal and ready to go, right? So just to make sure when you see two square footages like that, remember, but it's up to you. But I'm gonna be safe and go with the public square footage, the public information. Just scrolling down a little bit, and this is where my starting point is. What's the estimate? The RVM, the real RV, automated valuation model. Well, per CoreLogic is Realist. That's what Realist is powered by, CoreLogic, and they're a huge analytic company, right? So what they say, the range is 1.495 to 1.9 million. And of course they think it's worth about 1.7 million and some change. Their confidence score is 66%. So they're more than halfway confident in this, but this is a difficult one. This is a difficult one, and you will see how difficult this is. Okay. And so a little background on this one. Renee, why are you picking something from 2012? You know, what's your problem, dude? It's like, well, my problem is that an agent that brought this to my attention, this is a for sale by owner, by the way. She saw that this is a for sale by owner, and she was curious. She was like, I might want to visit this home and maybe make myself known. I'm like, wow, you're going for some big fish for sale by owner. For this type of price, and you don't usually see for sale by owners with properties this size, right? In this price range. I myself might say that's a mistake, doing a for sale by owner on something like this, because there's a lot of variables for these high dollar luxury homes. And then our next question was, well, maybe one of these people that own this home is a realtor. But we went to you can search licenses, right, in people's names if you go to dre.ca.gov, right? So that's what we did. And soon to find out, said, no, they're not realtors. They're not, what we saw, we could not find that they're realtors at all. So they're selling this home on their own, a FSBO, for sale by owner. So the question came up, so I want to introduce myself, but I want some good ammo to, like, if they ask me what the house is worth, that I can, talk to them, or maybe I can, help with these people. I don't know, not quite sure, so I'm like, okay, well, let's see what it's worth, right? Let's see what this thing's worth. So first up, before we did anything, I did go to Realist Taxes on this one, because I want to show you something before. 728 South Walnut Ave, and search. I just want to show you something real quick. I want to show you the plat map. I want to show you the plat map. We're going to download this plat map. And was it the plat map? Was it the plat map that I forget what it was? Oh yeah, here it is. This is our lot right here. This is our lot right here, number 37, right here. This is us right here.
Well, I don't see anything, Renee.
Oh, you don't see anything? Oh, sorry.
No.
Here, let me stop share. Sorry, I went to, can you see it now? How about now?
There you go.
Okay. There you go. Right here, 37. This is us. This is our lot right here. This is our right here. This is us. And I don't know if you're new to this industry. What do we see behind us?
Another lot.
Another lot right here, right?
Yeah.
And what do we call this?
Landlocked.
Huh?
Is it landlocked?
It's not landlocked, no. What do
That's
we
what I
call
thought.
this? What do we call this? Experienced realtors? What's this lot called? And anybody? It's called a flag lot. See, it's like shaped like a flag. So there's a lot, and you're gonna see this on occasion, where there's a lot directly behind you. And there's probably, hopefully there's a fence here. And it's not landlocked because this is the driveway.
Yeah, I see that now.
Yeah, this is the driveway right here. So it's not landlocked. My question to you is, if you're gonna buy this house, that's a FSBO, do you want your neighbor right next to you? I don't know. Is that a deterrent or not? I don't know. You tell me. I don't know. Not quite sure. So this is not a big issue, but an issue that should be pointed out if you're representing a buyer from here. Let's say I'm going to get a buyer for this house, for this FSBO. I want to tell them, oh, by the way, there's a lot right behind. It's a flag lot that's right behind you. You're going to have a property right behind you. And they're going to drive up and down this driveway every day right next to your house. Right? Full disclosure. Right? Full disclosure. That's what we want, right? So that's why I point these things out, so you know when you talk to your buyers, boom, what's that? Oh, flag lot. Oh yeah, it's a flag lot. By the way, you're back to a flag lot and blah, 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 blah. I don't know the elevation of this flag lot behind it. If it's elevated here and it's looking down at our property, that might be an issue.
That's even worse.
Yeah, because now you're gonna have what we call invasion of privacy issues. They can see everything you're doing in your backyard. Parties, swimming, whatever you're doing, they can see that. So that might be an issue. If this is all flat and level, not so bad, right? But if this is elevated and look, everybody looking down at you, that could be an issue, all right? So just to let you know, these are things that we got to all be leery of, be aware of. You know, it's a beautiful home, right? So it's like, oh, shiny object, oh, beautiful home. But we gotta say, oh, well, okay, now that you love this beautiful home, now these are kind of the other things that you might want to look at, right? So so that's just a little, but that's really not the issue here. It is an issue, but it's not a major issue, as we will see. So what we're going to do is now it's like, okay, so what's it worth? What's the darn thing worth now, right? So we're going to go to search. We're going to go to detail. And you know how I usually do this 1004MC thing, you know, that 1004MC?
Yeah.
And we're going to go 365 days, right? 365 days. And it's a single family, and the postal code is 91773. That's San Dimas, 91773. Okay. And we got about
the flat, the map, Renee.
Oh, sorry. Let me stop this. Stop this. Oops. Stop the share. Okay, now we're back. Sorry. When you go to plat maps, it takes you to a different screen. So thank you for that. So we're right here at I'm going to show you that the 1004MC information. 365, we're going to click all these, coming soon, blah, 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 close. We go a year back. We're going a year back, right? Single family, zip code. That's it. That's all I'm doing for this 1004MC thing, right? And then I click on results. And we're going to take all of these. I want all of these. But the reason why I'm doing this is I'm going to show you something. Print, scroll all the way down to 1004MC market condition summary and print to PDF, right? That's what we do. That's what I've been teaching. And, you know, this is a good way to show, this shows trends. This shows trends, right? But this is for your average house in San Dimas, right? Your typical home. these luxury homes are not your typical home, right? They're
Yeah.
very niche buyers, right? Only so many so many people out there can afford a $1.8 million home, right? So just to see, this is the trends: 115 to 34 to 42, 900 to 872 to 858. So it looks like the values are going down, prices are going down in the city of San Dimas. However, I would not show this. I would not show this to anybody if in this price range. This price, they're about 1.71, you know. This doesn't mean anything to them. So just to let you know, there's a lot of times to use this information. In this case, do not. I told the agent that I wouldn't even show this. This doesn't mean anything to them because it just doesn't. Because this is for a house, a regular house in San Dimas, right? Your typical 15 to 2,000 square foot house in San Dimas. So don't use this. I would not even recommend you even showing this because it really doesn't mean anything to them. So that's the only reason why I did this and showed this to you. Times not to use that. Okay. So I'm going back to criteria. So now this is the difficult part. So what is 4,600 square feet? I'm gonna go. I'm gonna make a big range, right? Like 4,000 square to like 5,500, right? And year built. What was the year built? 1987. 1987, I think. I'm gonna go 1980. 1980 to like 1995, right? And what do we got here? Oh, wait, sorry. 80 to like 1995, right? That should, you know, and what do we got? We got two. We got two. A whole two, right? We got one on Edinburgh, and then we got it's a 18 points. That's an active, and then we got another sale here at 1.9 million. But this thing is like 5,200 square feet, so similar, but this thing is built in 1989, so it's a good indicator. Oh. So we got two. So what do we do now? What do we do? Any questions, comments? Is an AVM going to work on this one? Is a PDC going to measure a 40? Can you guys measure a 4,600 square foot house? I know it's difficult for me. I could do it, but it takes me a long time.
No.
Yeah. So what do we do now, right? I want to give this buyer or this FSBO guy, person, family, I want to see if I can help this family. What do I do now? I don't know, right?
Well, tell us.
I'm going to tell you. I'm waiting for somebody to tell me something. So what I did first was I said, okay, well, let's go instead of 1 year back, because there's not a whole lot of transaction with this type of property. San Dimas has them, but these homes don't sell and, buy and, roll over that quickly, right?
Yeah.
So I said 365, let's go 2 years back. Let's see what sold 2 years ago, Let's see if anything sold 2 years ago. Oh, here's another one. We got one. But that sold for 2.3 million. 2.3 million. But this thing has like 3 acres. This thing's located on 3 acres. So wow. So I don't know about this one, if this is going to help me at all. All right. So this is where market knowledge is what you need to, if you're in a market, you need to know, and you're doing something like this, you need to know your market. I know this area because I live in this area, you know what I mean? But if you're coming out of area to do this, so I need similar properties in similar areas, similar cities. I can't find it in San Dimas, right? San Dimas, we only have a couple, right? So that's not going to happen. So what do? I go distant. I've already been dated, right? I went 365, didn't really find anything. So now I'm gonna go, what's similar to San Dimas? So of course I want San Dimas, right? What other city is similar in like San Dimas? If you know this area, any takers?
And Demas, well, would you go, oh, no, I don't know, like you were.
Glen, yeah, Glendora, Laverne. I put Laverne.
Yeah,
So we're close, right? We're Cydia, San Dimas, Laverne, Glendora.
would you do Claremont or is that too far?
That's a little far. It's a little far. I'm gonna choose Covina. Because we have Covina Hills. There's Covina Hills
Yeah.
area there. Yeah, so that's market knowledge, right? I know these markets. So if you go in, if you get into these luxury type properties, this is the thing that you're gonna have to know what competitive markets are out there, right? What competitive areas are out there? So we'll go Covina, right? We're gonna go Covina. So these are all close to San Dimas, Laverne, Glendora, Covina, San Dimas. These are all very local. I don't like going to other cities, but in this case, you have to go to other cities to determine a value. And then you go to results. And of course, we want our, you can break it down into cities here. So of course we like our San Dimas ones. These are our best ones, our San Dimas ones. 1.875, where let's see what Edinburgh looks like. It's 5,186 square feet. It's active. It's been on the market for 48 days. It looks good. It looks nice, but it's, it looks probably similar to ours, who knows what ours looks like now. Those pictures are back in 2015, right? So, or 2012. So this looks really good. And this one's active for 1.875, a little bit larger, smaller lot. And then I like this one, 1.9. This one on Kingsbridge, this is in San Dimas, again, a little larger, small lot, only 17,000 square feet, but bigger, about 400 or 500 square foot, actually about 600 square feet larger. So, and these are estate homes, right? These are estate homes, luxury homes. So we're going to mostly lean on these two, but what else? What else goes with this, right? So I'm going to break it down by price. We see this one in Glendora. There's one on Meta. It's at 1.5. I don't like this one. I'm going to tell you the reason why I don't like this one, even though it looks nice. It's a single story. It's on a smaller lot and it's 4,100 square feet. It's only 1.5 million. Well, only 1.5 million, right? But as you can see here, can you see this?
Yeah.
This property, and I don't know if you guys know Glendora, this is not in a state area. This is in your regular city of Glendora, right?
Yeah,
So
just like-
location, right? This is surrounded by just regular typical homes in Glendora. So that's going to bring the value down, right? So I would not use this one because it's not in an estate area. Somebody's looking for this property is not going to go to this area.
Right.
They're going to go to over here. Can you see my cursor over here? This is an estate area, or down here is an estate area. So somebody looking for this property, a property like this, is not going to go here, right? That's not what it's going to, and that's why it's listed for so much lower. Plus, it's smaller too, right? So I want properties in estate areas, right? So let's try to get something most recent. Again, there's very niche buyers here. I mean, you're not going to have a lot of transactions here. Let's see, square footages. We're 4,600 square feet. So that's a 1.7. Morgan Ranch. If you know Morgan Ranch in Glendora, that's very similar to our area in San Dimas. Morgan Ranch is a very, very prestigious area in Glendora. And this sold for 1.718 back in September of 22. So basically what we were talking about with the agent and I said, this meta's out. This meta's out. We don't want this one. So I said, right here, this Morgan Ranch in this Fawn Valley, sorry. Another one in Glendora, right? Looks very
Nice.
similar to ours, right? And it sold for 1.8, right? Looks very similar to ours, smaller though, but larger lot. And newer. Buyer finance, they bought this all cash, by the way. Wow, okay. There you go. So I said, if you're going to, this was my opinion, if you're going to introduce yourself and you're going to, determine a value, I think we're here. This is our 1.718, 1.8. This one in San Dimas, this listing is probably your best one at 1.875, and this 1.9. This is your target area. So I think your property is worth about 1.7 to about 1.9. You can see how I got that. This is your kind of your target right here. I think once you get over here to this other active one on Inglewild, smaller. It's a brand new listing. So I was wondering why this one's so high. This was not on the list the other day. This one just came on the market, and it's at over 2 million, and it's smaller. So this is a brand new one, but this is in Glendora, brand new, 2 million. I mean, it's brand new to the market, not a brand new house. So, and this one on Holt, forget about it. This one's in Covina, 5,200. This is huge. It says over almost four acres. So this is totally out. We know we're not worth 2.1 million. So as you can see, how something like this could be pretty difficult. And where market knowledge is what you need first when you start getting into these luxury homes and into this high dollar stuff, because they don't turn over like a regular house does, right? People buy these and stay, right? And like I said, there's a very niche buyer. Not a lot of people can afford this type of home. So this is the type of research that needs to be conducted, when you have something like this, when you start to want to do something like this. But you gotta do the research. You know what I mean? You got to, like, what area? Okay, I don't have anything in my neighborhood. So where do I go that's similar, right? That's competitive. Like if they don't buy in San Dimas, where would they go? And I think a buyer that looking in this area will go to Glendora, will go to Laverne. There is no Laverne's here, but we'll go to Covina Hills or Glendora of some kind, right? So that's what I told her. It's like, 1.7 to 1.9 looks like the target. If you want to list this property, I would say it's not going to be listed at 1.875 because I think this property is larger, 5186. So I possibly said, maybe if they're asking for what's a good list price, I'm thinking around 1.8, somewhere around there, 1.8, 1.7. 89, 1.799, something like that, somewhere in that ballpark, right? So any questions, comments, concerns, anything on that?
I didn't know they had houses that big.
In San Dimas?
It's been a while since I've been there, boy.
Oh yeah, no, they do. Yeah, they do. But I'm just saying, so this is the research that you guys have to do when you start getting into these higher end homes. And and there's so many different variables, different styles, different upgrades, different pool, and just everything. There's so many different variables in these high-end homes, right? And an AVM, I don't care what AVM you use or what automated intelligence you can use. this would be hard for any AVM to, I don't think they could do it. You got to do the legwork. You got to do, an actual person has to do, go out there and do this. So an AVM would not work in this instance. And this is the reason why I bring these things to you. I don't bring you those typical easy ones. The ones that I try to do more challenging stuff. And this one's definitely a challenge. This one would definitely be a challenge. But if you're going to go to this FSBO and present yourself, and I told her, I go, you're not the only one that's probably been to this, because if you get this FSBO, that's a good one. That's a good listing you got there. And then I'm sure a lot of people been knocking on their door to get this FSBO. But this is the presentation that you need to make. This is the information that you need to show them, that you did your homework, that you saw that flag lot, that these are the competitive areas. This is what I did. This was my research. And you can put all this, if you want, into a cloud CMA or a CMA or a KB Core CMA, and do it that way too, and make it look real nice and neat.
Question, just for kicks, if we put Claremont, what happens?
Claremont? Okay, yeah. Let's see, Claremont. Yeah, we can put just Claremont.
We don't have any Laverne, so we can remove Laverne and just.
Yeah, there was no Laverne. Yeah, Claremont. Whoa. We got a couple more. Let's see what we got. Let's see, Claremont 1.41. Here's I'm gonna do all the Claremonts. Claremont right here. 1.4, 1.5, and then 2.18 listing at Newark Court. So it looks like Claremont's not selling as high as these areas. I know where this is at. This is in North Claremont. A lot of estates in that area. And 1.4. So, wow, the Padua in Claremont. So yeah, so it looks like the properties in Claremont aren't going as much as the ones in this area. So that's bringing down the value. But I wouldn't, Claremont's too far. Even though it's still in LA County, it's still in LA County, right?
Yeah.
But I think now you're going a little bit more east.
Yeah.
Right? We want to stay more west where we're at. So I think 1.7 to about 1.9 is kind of our target area.
Yeah.
And as for an appraiser to do this appraisal, it'd be tough. It's a tough appraisal. It's a tough appraisal. It could be done, but it's a tough appraisal. So any questions on that at all? Any concerns, comments? But that's what I wanted to show you tonight. That when we start getting into properties like this is the research that needs to be done. Okay. And hopefully one of these days, all of us can get a 1.7, $1.8 million listing. That'd be great.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah, sounds good to you, right? So any questions on what we went through today? The dashboard, how I kind of derived, how I got kind of my thought process with this type of property, this high-end property. Any questions on that at all? Anybody? So
Hi, Renee. I'm member of the PWR, and we did get an email about coming soon. And it says a dashboard as unique as your business, and it talks a little bit about it. But it says that they're gonna send us another email when it's with more details. But
yeah. So all of us might get a letter or something, or an email of some kind in the mail, but this is coming soon. They also said you can probably customize it with your colors and stuff, with different colors, like, EXP colors or whatever your favorite baseball team or basketball team, football, you can put in their colors. So you can customize it to whatever, but those are different changes that are going to come up too. So So just to let you know. But everybody, we'll probably be getting an email of some kind. Oh, apparently you got one already, so, but I haven't received anything, but it's on its way. It's coming. Anybody else? Anybody else? Questions on that? On how we did that?
I gotta log off. It's bedtime.
Oh, bedtime. Sorry, Misty.
That's
Took you,
okay.
we went a little over. Yeah, dinner time. Oh, bedtime or dinner time.
Bedtime. Bye-bye.
Okay, good night. All right, anybody, if you don't have any other questions or comments or concerns, thank you so much for joining me tonight, this evening. Hopefully you got a little information how to do kind of the high-end property valuation and some dashboard information. At least now you kind of got a heads up on that. And if you, oh yeah, you can always, guys, reach out to me. You guys can always reach out to me. I am gonna put my my number here in the chat. You guys can text me or call me or whatever. Oops, cancel. Wait, chat. Why can't I chat? Why can't I chat here? Fine. Why can't I chat? It's not letting me chat. Okay, here we go. My number is, that's my number there. That's my cell number. So you can call me or text me or whatever you have. If you have any questions or, you know, if you want to do an evaluation, you have a property that's kind of tricky, let me know. Definitely, you know, we'll make some time and we'll do a Zoom just similar to this, okay? But if that's all, go ahead and reach out to me. Hopefully everybody has a great evening, has a great and productive week. And I will see everybody next Wednesday, all right? You guys have a great week.
Sounds
Good
good,
night,
Renee.
everybody.
Thank you so much, Renee. Good
All right,
meeting.
you guys
Thank you.
take care.
Good night.
Good night.